Why is the Mona Lisa most famous painting in the world? Why did it gain such popularity? Why do people visit the museum from all over the globe to see the Mona Lisa? Today, Superphat Studio answers all these questions. The Louvre Museum in France claims that about 80% of its visitors visit the museum only to see the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa means My Lady in Italian, and it is said to be a portrait of a wealthy lord's wife who had approached the great painter Leonardo da Vinci to paint her. Da Vinci painted it in 1503 and it was hailed to be a masterpiece of Renaissance art centuries later in the decade following the year 1860. But until the early 1900s, Mona Lisa was not really very famous. The famed crusade of the Mona Lisa started when the painting was stolen on 21st August 1911. Vincenzo Perugia, an Italian construction worker, was working at the Louvre Museum and was tasked with making the glass case for paintings in the museum, including the Mona Lisa. Vincenzo hatched a plan to steal the painting with two accomplices, and it was successfully done with him walking away with the painting tucked under his coat. On that day, no one really noticed the missing painting. The gallery workers thought the painting was under restoration process. The next day, a painter visited the museum to draw a portrait of Mona Lisa, and when he inquired about its whereabouts, the theft of the painting became a public news. The authorities closed the museum for a week to investigate, and the incident gained wide coverage in media across the world. The museum became famous overnight, and people started coming in just to see the empty slot where the painting once stood. People started to cook up astonishing conspiracy theories that spread like wildfire. The real culprit Perugia hid the painting in his apartment for 2 years. In the year 1913, an art dealer Alfredo Geri received a strange letter. The writer claimed he had stolen Mona Lisa and wanted to sell it. Geri met Perugia, the painting thief in Italy, and discovered that it was indeed the original painting. Perugia was arrested and served 6 months in prison. When asked why he stole it, he replied that he had fallen in love with the smiling lady. He said that the painting belonged to Italy as Da Vinci was Italian. Da Vinci was also known as patriot in Italy. However, Da Vinci spent his final years in France, and after his death, his assistant had sold the Mona Lisa to the French king Francis I. Hence, the Mona Lisa finally came back to Louvre in France. After its restoration, the crowd kept coming to see the now famous painting and have never stopped till date. It is said that the reason for painting being the world famous was the lady's smile, but the real reason was the thief Perugia.